It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and we got Flo Milli here with us.
What's up? What's up?
We've been talking all things New York off the camera. She's like, turnstile, what's that? Because we were talking about the trains in New York City. I was talking about an incident where I took the train and this guy sat next to me and talked to me the whole ride. And you had a similar situation on the plane.
Yes, I did. It was this guy. I don't know who he was, but honestly, I had two situations. One was good, one was kind of like annoying. But this one, the guy, like, he just kept asking me a bunch of questions, and I don't know what I was thinking. I just was talking to him, and then, like, he ended up asking me who I was, and I was like, fuck.
And
like,
you told the truth.
I told the truth.
Yeah.
That was the one time I was like, bitch, it's okay to lie. Like, just
you got to say something else. Like,
yeah.
I'm just out here trying to make it.
Yeah, and then he was like trying to get my number. I was like, nah, bro, this is way too uncomfortable, and I got to sit here for hours.
And then it's awkward. You got to pretend to fall asleep or something like
that.
Yeah,
like, but I did have one situation where I met this old lady. She was like in her like 70s or 80s, cool as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and sitting next to you.
We had a blast talking. Like, she told me she was gonna put me on her wheel.
What? I don't know what you said to her.
No, we became best friends though. Like, we was talking about shit. I was like, yeah, she cool.
You're like, she gonna put you in your wheel. I was on a flight one time and this guy sitting next to me was a missionary. And so he goes and like, you know, I guess tries to recruit people for religion. Then he prayed for me on the plane and I had to like hold his hand and look down and pray.
Oh my gosh.
Because what can you do?
Yeah, you can't just be like, all right, you don't want to make them feel bad, but like.
I had to hold this man's hand and
pray.
That's
a little invasive.
And I know everybody that was sitting like in front of me and behind me was like, what is going on right here?
That's funny.
But Flo Milli, congratulations to you, first of all, for your VMA nomination.
Thank you. I'm so excited about that, by the way.
People go vote, okay?
Yes,
and
go vote for me, please.
And also gold and platinum plaques. You got a lot of great things popping off.
Yes, I feel like it's just happening in the right time. Like, you know, things kind of take a little slow turn for me, but I feel like, you know, I kind of like that, like, because I know I deserve it. And
so you mean just as far as from the beginning, because you've been knowing this is what you want to do since you was a little girl.
Yes, ever since I was like 10, 11, that was like, I made up in my mind, like, this is what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
And I know you even had like a girl group at school.
Yeah.
So were you guys rapping or singing?
We was rapping. We had like one singer. Like, it was two rappers, me and her, and then we would like recruit other girls. But like nobody really could like, I don't know, like they couldn't really keep up because we was really hungry.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I was like the most hungriest.
Are there videos of like performances floating around?
Yes. I'm not gonna lie. We got one video on YouTube where we performed in front of our high school and like they booed us.
What?
Yeah.
Your friends?
No, the school did.
No, I'm saying, but those your friends. It's your high school?
Yeah, it was my high school, but we was freshmen though, and they were like seniors and juniors.
Oh, that's hate.
Yeah, they was hating real bad, but.
But now objectively looking back, were y'all good or?
Oh, it's talking about me and my friend?
Yeah. Were you...
Oh no, it's no beef. Like, I still wish her the best. And
no,
everything.
I mean, were you guys like good, or do you think that like, okay, I can see why they booed us?
I could see. I mean, we was pretty like new, and then like I don't even think they was listening to us because we was a cappella freestyling.
Okay.
And then they didn't even like.
They didn't
give us a chance. They was like, boo. I was like, whoa, this is really embarrassing. But yeah, I mean, we got a lot of followers that day on Instagram. So
okay, see, so no matter what, you always could find something positive to come out of it. And I know those same people like, oh, they probably like, I saw her perform when she was younger. I was up on her first, even though they was up there like, boo.
It's cool though. Like, I feel like it's character development. Like, I needed to go through that, I guess, to like see what it's like to be talked about, and you know, I feel like it was just like practice to be like where I'm at right now.
Right. And then look, and also I feel like from your music, you are very like, you might hurt somebody's feelings. Whether it's the women out there
crying.
that might be against you or the guys.
Yeah.
Is that intimidating for a man to come up to Flo Milli and having heard some of your songs and then feel like, I don't even know how to approach it because she gonna really play me?
Yeah, they have this whole like thing where they feel like yeah, my music is a part of me. I don't feel like it's always me all the time because I might have just been going through something and wanted to make a song about it. So that's really the only thing about it. Like, I feel like it's kind of hard to really know somebody based off of like only certain things they package up and send out to the world to see.
Right.
So I feel like, you know, a lot of men do like think I'm intimidating, and I guess it's a good and bad thing.
Yeah. And look, only the super confident can approach you.
Yeah.
You know?
That's true.
And let's talk about the trilogy that you have right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so first, Ho, Why Is You Here?
Yes.
Did you know when you did that mixtape that it was going to be, like, was the plan always like, I'm going to do this, then that?
No, it just like so Ho Why Is You Here? I had already like had that name before I even made the mixtape. I was like, I want my like project to be called this, because I knew that it would catch people's attention. Like, cause it's like, damn, who you calling the hoe? Like, so I just kind of knew that, and then it just, as I went on, I thought about like making it a sequel, and then it just kind of came up as I made everything.
Because then it was You Still Here, Ho. And then the next album coming out is Fine Ho Stay.
Yes, Fine Ho Stay.
It makes me feel like this album is going to be a little softer side of you or something.
I wouldn't necessarily say that, but I think it's just like an era of me, not necessarily ending, but it's like just showing them like, okay, like this was just, you know, everything is not going to be Ho Why Is You Here. It's just like a part of Flo Milli, I would say. Okay. But yeah, like.
All right. Now, I want to ask you some questions, right, to learn more about Flo Milli and things that you do in your regular life. All right. So, Tilted Halo, you talk about keeping him on his toes. So what are some things that you do to keep a man on his toes?
Ooh, I always come up with like a set of rules, like non-negotiables. Like, I feel like it's important to kind of treat yourself like with the utmost respect, because that's how a guy's going to match that. So it's like, I always try to do what other women are not doing, which is like having standards, like having a certain time that I don't want to like talk to you. I mean, I might make an exception. I might make an exception for my favorite nigga down here. But like, I don't know, like I'm still figuring that out. So, but yeah, I definitely.
No, hold on. I gotta know what these non-negotiables.
You gonna make me say it? Oh my
God. I want to know.
Okay, let me think about one. Because I have a whole list.
We want to hear this list of non-negotiables.
All right, I'm not talking to you before 11 o'clock or after 10 p.m.
Why is that?
Because, like, those are booty call hours. And I feel like if you haven't deserved, like, no, you don't want to, like, create a space where they feel comfortable to, like,
call you
slip in, you know?
All right, question, though. In the work that you do, right, you might not be available to talk until after 10 p.m.
I know that's the only thing that I deal with.
I don't think that's
like,
fair.
It's not, but like, I don't know. It's some gotta give, you know. You gotta have some type of like discipline with niggas.
What about a text? Can he text you after and just to say goodnight?
No.
Or just was thinking about you when you have a moment, call me?
No. I mean, maybe for my favorite nigga, yeah. But most of the time, I don't got time for them, for real, for real. Really, ever since I like started becoming a rapper, it's been hard to like balance like that aspect of my life.
Right.
Everything else is just like good. House, car, everything. Work good, but like I guess because I work so much, I don't know. Maybe that's
I saw you just got a new car too.
Yeah.
Ooh, how many cars do you have?
Well, I have 2 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah. It feels good. I feel like, you know, album coming out, it's like perfect time to just pop my shit. So.
And so you're from Mobile, Alabama.
Yes.
And so that's like, how far is that from Montgomery? You know why I'm asking. That's like 2.5.
It's 2 hours, yeah.
Okay, 2 hours from Montgomery. Have you ever been to that riverfront dock where the melee went down, where we had to, first of all, I was so proud watching that
yes,
video.
Me too.
What did you think when you saw it, and have you ever been there?
Yes, I have. My sister, isn't Alabama State in Montgomery? Yeah, my sister went to Alabama State. She just graduated. So I would always go up there, or like, you know, anytime I'm going home, I would drive through there or whatever. But I've never been to the riverfront, but I'm not surprised. I be telling people all the time, like, Alabama people is not the people to fuck with. Like, I grew up around all that shit, so it's normal to me. I always tell him, like, he be sending me stuff on First 48 and shit like that, and I'm like, damn, like, that's normal to me. Like, seeing girls fight, like, waking up to fights every day in the hood, like, so they don't fucking play. Like, that wasn't surprising to me at all.
Right.
But what was surprising is how big it got around the world.
That would tend to, yes.
damn. But
That was amazing to see. And what I love the fact is that it was filmed and it went viral from the beginning. It was being filmed because it could seem like it just turned into a fight, and we don't know if you just looked at it from the middle. Yeah, you won't know how it started.
It's so crazy. I saw so many different perspectives. Like as the days went by, I was like, dang. I even saw the beginning when it first, before he even walked up and confronted them. Like the other boat that was trying to like park, they had people like singing to tell them to get off. Yeah, I was like, that's crazy. Like they really brought that on themselves for real. But
so what was life like for you in Mobile, Alabama? Because I know you grew up going to church and perform. Did you perform in church?
Yes, all the time. Like that's how I got into music. Like I had to, I wouldn't say I was forced, but I was kind of forced to like do solos and be in the choir. So after school every day, I'm going to church. On the weekends, I'm with my grandparents, going to church. Like, I was heavily involved in church. So, like, being on stage and singing and being in plays, it was easy for me to, like, get used to that. But growing up in Alabama was very crazy. Like, you always saw something. It was always something going on. Like, I don't know. It's not really much positives, but...
Really?
It's bad out there. But, like, I mean, like, I still appreciate being from there because it like helped me become strong, I guess. Right. Like, but it is very tough. Like,
I know Young Blue is from Mobile, Alabama too, right?
Yeah, he's from my city. Okay. Him, Rilo, and No Cap.
So did you like really interact with them before all of this, or? I
did with Young Blue a little bit, and then actually, well, he's not like my blood uncle, but we call him my uncle. But he was cool with Blue, and I kind of knew about Blue since I was in middle school because he had like motion in the city and everything, and then he blew up later after that. But I talked to Blue and then pretty much all of them, but we don't really like communicate like that all the time.
That'd be dope though, because it's like a movement for the whole city, and I'm sure a lot of people are watching that.
Yeah, it's really dope. I try to go back as much as I can. Like for Mardi Gras, I'm gonna go back.
Oh, listen, they're about to go crazy.
Yeah.
And you've been having so many positive things happening. What was your first big performance?
My first big performance was, I feel like it was Lollapalooza. Yeah, that was like right out of the pandemic. One of my first shows. And it was in Chicago, I think. But yeah, it was real big.
Because then you did Rolling Loud. You did Coachella.
Yes. Oh, Coachella. Fuck. I should have said that one.
Well, Coachella was after that, though.
Yeah,
right? So I'm just talking about. So how was it like your first time doing an event? Like Lollapalooza is huge. So how do you prepare for something like that? And how was the audience?
I had no clue what to expect. I thought it was just a regular show. But like I kind of came into the industry at a weird time because I like my mixtape blew up or whatever, and I wasn't able to perform for like almost a year.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, so when I actually did, I didn't know what to expect. Like, but it was really fun. Like people was in a tree twerking. Like it was crazy. I was like, yeah, this lit. This is lit.
And you also have been getting a lot of support and also supporting a lot of the women. I saw the article in the New York Times where you talked about how the women are really killing it right now and putting in the work, you know, that they need to. But it also is a lot more work for women just because of the whole preparation.
Yes.
Like even look at how nice you look today.
Thank you. That's what I be saying. Like the boys, they got it easy. All they got to do is throw on a chain, get a little haircut.
And sometimes they don't even do that.
Yeah. Like we got to wake up 5-6 hours early. Like I had to get up at 7 o'clock this morning just to start glam.
That is crazy, right? And then anything could happen. Like if your makeup artist is late or the hair is late, now I'm late for everything I got to do. And then you got to get your clothes right. For guys, they be like, let me put on this T-shirt, these sweats, a baseball hat, and let me go do this interview.
Right.
Look at all the guys in here. Y'all didn't have to do glam. No. And it's expensive, too.
Yes, it's so expensive. It's like, I ain't even going to tell you how much it is for me to move.
Right.
It's a lot of money.
Because you could go on tour, and while it might seem like, all right, she out here making all this money on tour, you spending all this money, too.
Exactly. So, got to maintain it. Plus, we all got bills. So, it's like, people think just because you make a lot of money, like, oh, you have to maintain the good things that you like. So, like, all that shit.
You've also had some really great collaborations with brands that you've done. It seems like a lot of these brands are really gravitating towards you. I saw the 7-Eleven.
Oh, yeah. I saw that, too. My cousin hit me up about that. He was like, I saw you on YouTube. But, yeah, that was fun. I really, like, enjoyed that.
And the whole Flow to Whistle.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait for that. That's, tomorrow.
And this is a good time, too, because it's the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, as we all know. And so who are some of the people that, for the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, that you would shout out, that you would say, the reason why I do what I do is because of this person?
Oh, my gosh. It's so many. Like, I could really name a lot of people. I could start with MC Lyte, Nicki Minaj, Missy Elliott, Lil Wayne.
Icons.
And even though like Beyonce and Rihanna, they're like more R&B, just like a lot of people that I was inspired by, those were the people. And the list goes on and on and on.
I know, you're like, I don't want to forget anybody.
Yeah.
All right, and you know what is great for y'all too, because for me, like when everybody came up in this business, like when I was younger, we didn't have access like that. The fact that y'all can support each other just by liking a video or leaving a comment or sending a DM through and being able to connect, that's a real positive thing. What are some great connections you've made just from social media without having to be in person? Because like you said, it was a unique time when you actually started blowing up. It was a pandemic, but it was also a great opportunity to be able to set the stage to connect with people.
Yeah, I have my mixed feelings about that, but I think it's really cool that we can. But I mean, being a Gen Z person, like I grew up on social media, so I could see the pros and the cons of it. But yeah,
for you, what are some of those pros and what are some of those cons?
So the pros for me is, like you said, we get to connect and we can show our love for our peers. And also the knowledge that sometimes social media brings when you find the right knowledge. But I feel like the cons, and it's more pros, I'm going to say when I think about it, but the cons are like just being able to see negative things about yourself, or fans or haters having access to you, like negative, people using it in a negative way.
Right.
That's what I would say I don't like, but...
Yeah, it's hard to, you can't have one without the other, I guess.
Yeah.
And then also people trying to start beef. Like, they'd be like, oh, I think she's talking about you. And then next thing you know, you're in a rabbit hole, like, is she talking about me?
Yeah, and this social media, that's what it does to you. It has you thinking, like, something that's not real is real. That's another thing. Like, and making people feel like, well, that's relationships. I ain't gonna get into that.
No, go ahead. People feel
I was
like
gonna say, like, people, like, for relationships, it makes people think they have more options than what they really have. Like, I don't think we were supposed to connect with the entire world.
Right.
I don't feel like that's normal. But, I mean, it's here, so obviously it was meant to happen. But.
Right. Sometimes people think there's always something better out there, too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm with you, but then I'm, like, looking, like, what about this?
Yeah.
So many options at my fingertips. And so in your household growing up, because I noticed that you do pay homage to a lot of people that are older than you, even with the SWV week.
Yes.
Song that you did. So was that like the type of music that was playing in your household growing up?
Oh my gosh. SWV, Music Soul Child, D'Angelo, Jill Scott, Erykah Badu. Really all those girl groups. It was one other one. I think it was called Black.
Oh, I remember Black.
Yeah. My mom, she really like was like that R&B soul, but she also had like this gangster side to her that would listen to like Webby and UGK and all them. So it's like,
so she loves your music.
Yeah, she does.
So what about your like you said, you went to church with your grandparents. How do the people in church feel when they hear Flo Milli like that?
It's crazy. I was just talking to my pastor last night, but they're proud of me actually. They always tell me like I can come back, and I'm thinking about going back one day because I need a good old Sunday church day. But yeah, they're proud of me, honestly.
That's great. And, of course, you have the new single out right now, Fruit Loops, okay? So we're getting ready for this new project. Do you have a date yet? Because I know you keep saying it's coming, it's coming.
I don't have a date yet, but I want that to be like a surprise. But it's coming very soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep feeding my fans. So, yeah.
Yeah, and that song is a song that I was like, whoever, if she's talking about somebody in particular... Okay, he is crying in the car right now.
I hope he is.
Oh, so this is about somebody in particular. No,
all of my songs are.
Okay.
But honestly, like,
sorry for that, man.
Fuck him, but
Oh, damn! Did something just happen?
No.
Okay.
No, I just when I'm off somebody, I just be like.
So there's no coming back when you're off somebody.
No coming back. I'm a Capricorn.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah, January 3rd.
So we don't forget people.
You know what? And you know what you do that I do too? I'll just go ghost.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
I will ghost.
I'm not trying to like have no closure.
Yeah, because it's like, you know what you did. And why am I explaining it to you? You know,
but who's going to mess this up now?
What?
With you.
I don't know. Somebody dumbass son. Clearly.
And you know what I love too in the song Conceited, when you said, you know, you never dated a chocolate bitch.
Yeah.
And so what I love about that though is, as you know, you're super beautiful, right? I'm sure people are falling over themselves for you. But has anybody ever said to you, I've never dated somebody, or you're really beautiful to be?
You know, I've never heard that from a man. But you know what? Who knows what they say when I'm not there. But nobody has ever like said, oh, you're pretty for a chocolate girl.
Because I remember 7th Streeter told me that people would say that to her. And one of my best friends told me that guys would be like, yeah, you know, for a dark-skinned girl, you're so pretty.
You know what? Only way, I kind of got it in like more of like a hood way. Like hood niggas back in the day would be like, oh, you know, they have little nicknames for chocolate girls and shit like that. Maybe that's the time they would like say something to me. But it wouldn't be like, oh, you pretty for a dark-skinned girl.
Right. But I do feel like things are changing though, because back in the day it used to be a little bit like a lot more of that, like the light skin type.
Yeah,
and I think
remember.
now we celebrate.
Yeah, because when I was younger, like I'm not gonna lie, act like I didn't experience that, but like I was confused because I didn't know like what was going on. Because I don't look at it like, oh, one skin tone is more beautiful than the other. Plus, like, my whole mom side of my family is, like, light skin. So they never, like, treated me different or anything for my skin tone. So I kind of learned that, like, when I was older. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
right.
But...
Listen, I know your family reunion about to be lit this year, or the holidays, like Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yes, I can't wait.
Yeah. So, well, congratulations on everything you have going on. Make sure y'all go out and vote for her for this MTV VMA so that she could win that. And congratulations, platinum, gold, new album on the way. And I just love to see the fact that this is something you knew you wanted to do from when you were young, and you really are doing it and making it happen and working hard.
I appreciate it. We just getting started, so.
All right. Well, make sure you come back when the album's out.
Okay, I'll be back.
Flo Milli, thank you so much.
Way up.